Do you know that craving for carrots or strong desire to eat cutlery are some of the bizarre illnesses which have been actually diagnosed? Hello and welcome. In this episode, we will see such strange illnesses which you would have never heard of. Art attack. It's also known as Stendhal syndrome. Dr. Graziella Magarini has studied more than 100 tourists in Florence, Italy, who became ill in the presence of great works of art. The symptoms include heart palpitations, dizziness, and stomach pains. The typical sufferer is between the ages of 26 and 40 who rarely leaves home. The disorder is named after a 19th century French novelist who was overwhelmed by the frescoes in Florence's Santa Croce Church. Particularly upsetting works of art are Michelangelo's statue of David, Caravaggio's painting of Bacchus, and the concentric circles of the Duomo cupola, Hula-hoop intestine. On February 26, 1992, Beijing worker Xu Denghai was hospitalized with a twisted intestine after playing excessively with a hula hoop. His was the third case in the several weeks since a hula hoop craze had swept China. The Beijing Evening News advised people to warm up before playing and to avoid hula hooping straight after eating. Carrot addiction. In 1992, the British Journal of Addiction described 3 unusual cases of carrot dependence. One 40-year-old man had replaced cigarettes with carrots. He ate as many as 5 bunches a day and thought about them obsessively. According to 2 Czech psychiatrists, when carrots were withdrawn, he and the other patients lapsed into heightened irritability, cutlery craving. The desire to eat metal objects is comparatively common. Occasionally, there is an extreme case, such as that of 47-year-old Englishman Alison Johnson. An alcoholic burglar with a compulsion to eat silverware, Johnson has had 30 operations to remove strange things from his stomach. In 1992, he had 8 forks and the metal sections of a mop head lodged in his body. He has been repeatedly jailed and then released, each time going immediately to a restaurant and ordering lavishly. Unable to pay, he would then tell the owner to call the police and eat cutlery until they arrived. Dr. Strangelove syndrome. Officially known as alien hand syndrome, this bizarre neurological illness affects thousands of people. It is caused by damage to certain parts of the brain and causes one of a person's hands to act independently of the other and of its owner's wishes. For example, the misbehaving hand may do the opposite of what the normal one is doing. If a person is trying to button a shirt with one hand, the other will follow along and undo the buttons. If one hand pulls up trousers, the other will pull them down. Sometimes the hand may become aggressive, pinching, slapping, or punching the patient. In at least one case, it tried to strangle its owner. Mary Hart epilepsy. The case of Diane Neal, 49, appeared in the New England Journal of Medicine. In the much-publicized 1991 event, Neal apparently suffered epileptic seizures at hearing the voice of Entertainment Tonight co-host Mary Hart. Neal experienced an upset stomach, a sense of pressure in her head, and confusion. Laboratory tests confirmed the abnormal electrical discharges in her brain, and Neal had a press conference to insist that she was not crazy. She said she bore no hard feelings toward Hart, who apologized on the air for the situation. Uncombable hair syndrome. Also known as hair felting, this condition causes hair to form a tangled mass. In a case reported in 1993, a 39-year-old woman's hair fell out and was replaced by dry, coarse, curly hair, which was so tangled that it was impossible to comb. It lacked knots, kinks, or twists that would explain the tangling. The hairs themselves were strangely shaped. The cross-sections were triangular, grooved, or shaped like kidneys instead of circular. The unusual solution to the condition is to cut off the solidified mass of hair. In one case, a woman from Indiana wanted to keep her hair, having spent 24 years growing it. After 2.5 months of lubricating her hair with olive oil and separating the strands with knitting needles, her hair returned to normal. That's it for this video. Tell us in the comments section which illness did you find the most strange. Thanks for watching. Support our channel by liking and sharing this video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button. See you soon. Until then, take care.